everyone, and welcome to Yoga with Adriene. I'm Adriene, and today we are going to learn high lunge as part of our Foundations of Yoga series. So let's hop on the mat and learn high lunge. So today we're going to begin at the front of the mat, and I'm just going to walk you through a couple postures to get us where we need to be for high lunge. So let's step the feet hip width apart and just take a second to come into your best and most beautiful mountain pose. On an inhale, we'll reach the fingertips up towards the sky, let the fingertips kiss above the head, and nice and easy, softening the knees, we'll come into a forward fold. Take a couple breaths here. Take a second here to just relax the head over, check in with the body. And then we'll bring the fingertips to the mat and step the left foot back into our runner's lunge. This pose might look familiar. Taking a couple seconds here to check in with the body and be with the breath. Find your footing. And then when you're ready, loop the shoulders forward, up, and back. Bring your awareness to your center as you hug the navel in towards the spine. Really pressing into that back pinky toe. I know that seems strange, but pressing into that back pinky toe so that we can really bring full awareness into that back foot as we drive that left heel towards the back of the mat. Engage both inner thighs here. So both inner thighs are hugging in towards the midline of the mat. As we draw the fingertips towards the waistline, we stay open through the chest. And when you're ready, following your breath, press into that front leg and from your heart, from your center, lift up. A lot of work going on in the legs here. So a couple of action points. Hug those inner thighs in towards the center of the mat. So we keep that engaging quality hugging in towards the center. Just like I do in runner's lunge, I'm breathing into the front of that left hip crease while I'm drawing back with my right hip crease so that my hip points can face forward. They may not right away, but eventually we kind of allow the body to shift through practice and through breath. Keeping a nice, spacious, open quality in the heart, in the collarbone, in the sternum here, lifting up towards the sky. I can keep the hands on the waistline here. Or I can maybe take the palms to the ribs. So I'm building this pose from the ground up, right? Making sure I can see my front big toe. So as I build from the ground up, I can begin to check in with the body from the feet up. So let's start with the pelvis here, hands on the waistline. Using the hands to tuck the pelvis. Then maybe bringing the hands to soften the rib cage. Still hugging everything in towards the center line. Also drawing the navel in towards the spine here. Then keep traveling up, hearts lifted, shoulders looping forward, up and back, shoulder blades drawing in together and down. I can stay here, hands on the waistline, or for full expression, I can inhale, reach the fingertips forward, up and back, perhaps sinking into that front knee a little bit deeper. Breathing. Let's take the pinkies, turn them towards the front of the mat so we can really allow the shoulders to open up here. And then this is yogi's choice. You can stay flying V here. You can bring the palms together. We can even release the fingertips and interlace them behind, opening the chest, the shoulders. Or we can keep them on the waistline for stability. To come out of the posture, I'll inhale in, exhale, bring the belly to the top of the thigh first. Step one. Step two, fingertips to the mat, back to my runner's lunge. From here, I'll walk that back foot up to meet the front. Doesn't matter how many steps it takes. Take a full breath here in forward fold. And then we'll bring the fingertips to the mat. Step the right foot back to balance it out on the other side. Take a second, find your footing in runner's lunge. Go through your checklist. Build your posture from the ground up. Set up your high lunge with integrity, with a little love, and of course, full breath. When you're ready, loop the shoulders forward, up and back. Bring the hands to the waistline. Press strong into that front foot. Drive that right heel towards the back of the mat and high lunge on the other side. Each side is different, of course. Going through our checklist here, really sinking into that front leg, making sure I can see my front big toe. Then tucking the pelvis, stitching that navel in towards the spine. I keep traveling up, soften the front rib cage. The tendency is to overdo it here. So Tuck the pelvis, soften the rib cage. Head over heart, heart over pelvis here is what I'm aiming for. I can stay here, or I can inhale, full expression, reach the fingertips forward, up and back, high lunge, breathe. And playing with your own expression here, of course, always that's on the table. Squeezing the inner thighs in towards the midline. To come out of the posture, I inhale in, exhale, release the fingertips down. Belly comes to the top of the thighs, step one. Fingertips to the mat, step two. And here I can either rock that back foot up to meet the front, forward fold, or I can plant the palms and step it back for a little downward dog to pedal out the legs. Ta-da! Downward dog. Hi, Lou. Alrighty, so that was high lunge. Obviously, great strengthener for the legs. But one thing I love about this posture is it's about the strengthening, but also the lengthening. There's a nice balance there, and it's a good challenge and a great metaphor for life, if you ask me. As always, please leave comments, questions below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like Yoga with Adriene on Facebook so you don't miss out on anything. And make sure you sign up to that newsletter too. I hear it's really good. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy high lunge, and I'll see you next time. Namaste.